All right, everybody. So we're back. It's been a long time since it's my last video, and life has been a little bit crazy. I've recorded this video probably 2 or 3 times now, and every time I record it, never actually get around to editing it and uploading it. Like I said, life has been crazy. So here we go for the I think this is the third or fourth time now. So my wife and we found out we were pregnant, got rid of my truck, picked up the Lexus as a better, vehicle overall for having a newborn. And then school started. School was crazy this year. I was driving 150 miles a day from home to school, then school to work, and then back home. So pretty much my day started at 8 a.m. getting up, going to school, going to work, working till 9:15, 9:30 at night, coming back here, going to sleep, doing it all over again. My only day off during the week was Saturday, and was spent basically doing schoolwork. So back now, my schedule next semester should be a little less hectic. Most of my classes are online, so I'm not doing as much driving, so I'll have time here at home. But here we are. So I'll kind of go over some of the stuff that's happened to both cars since then, because there's been a lot, not crazy stuff, but there has been a lot done. I suppose I'll start with the GTO since it's right here in front of me. So one of the things I happened to come upon, one of my friends had a extra hood in his garage. So I snagged it up from him. It needs work. It does have rust on it, which I'm working on now, and I'll show you here in a second. But it is the 0506 GTO hood. Gonna need to get scoops for it, but those are gonna get ordered. Taking care of the rust stuff right now. So I'll show you. So this is the hood. Like I said, there's spots here. You can't really tell unless I get really close up, but it's got some some surface rust here. This was where it was the worst. It was all bubbled up and everything. So I sanded it down to where I got to where the pitting was. I'm gonna do a rust converter. And then once all the rust and crap is out of all of these pits here, gonna do some Bondo over it, smooth it out. Same thing here. See how some of the pitting is a little bit worse here. But believe it or not, this was actually the worst spot. So I got that, and there's little spots here and there. But overall, it's not bad. I picked it up for $100, which anyone in the GTO community is gonna tell you that is insane money for a hood. Normally these things go on eBay with no damage at all, and most likely a color that is not the same as your vehicle. You're looking at least $1,000 for the hood and shipping, and then paint and everything like that. There are ones that are damaged, that does have rust, has hail damage, has where part of the hood was folded under from an accident, and even those are going for 600 plus shipping. So to score this one for $100, that needs some work that I can do myself, and it's not going to be pretty, but I understand that. So pretty good deal on that. You guys already know about the bigger wheels and tires. There's my old hood for now. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Inside, I do have the battery out. That's why it's so dark in here. But I'll show you. So pulled the old gauges out. I still got to pull the wiring on it. I'm going to do that here within the next few days. These were glow shift gauges, but the only one that actually worked was the oil temp gauge. The oil pressure gauge was always just crazy. It would just, as soon as I'd start up the vehicle, it would say that it was at 70 psi, whereas my Aeroforce digital gauge that reads off the factory oil pressure sender, that one was reading normal, 40, 45 if it's a colder day. and the glow shift gauge wouldn't actually read close to a correct pressure until the car was completely heated up. So just going to eliminate those altogether. I'm going to be doing a wideband in the other hole, so I'll have the Aeroforce gauge in the right hand side and then the wideband O2 on the left side. So that's another thing. We do have a bunch of stuff to do. I'm just kind of doing things here and there. I don't want to start every project all at the same time, but there is a lot going on. I'll show you. So like as of right now, all the wires, I'm pulling all the wires for those gauges, so that's why it's kind of a mess. Like I said, I pulled the battery. So this trans cooler that I have works fine. Nothing you know really wrong with it. But if you follow the factory lines, the trans lines go right next to the headers, which means that all the work you're doing to get that trans fluid cool is going past the warm headers and heating it right back up again, which doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna run my own lines. I'm gonna do it from the actual transmission to a cooler with its own dedicated fan. That's just part of the work I'm gonna do. And then let's see what else. So let's go talk about the Lexus, because the Lexus actually has, I think, the most done to it so far. So here she is. She is extremely dirty, but as you know from my schedule, I've literally not even had a minute to wash the car. It has been washed a couple times while I've been in school. It's just dirty right now because it's been raining or it's been extremely frigid, so haven't had a chance to wash it again, but I'm going to do that this week because it's supposed to warm up and be nice, and we don't have rain or snow in the schedule. So we'll start off. I did paint the calipers. They even have, I put a Lexus badging on them, so those were painted. Next up, for the winter, I did get some winter tires, so we're gonna see how these do. I think I picked up the whole set for 300 bucks. So got some snow tires, and what you can't see, but you can tell from far away, I did do a set of coilovers on it. I did record some video for it, so I will put that up on the channel. That's just, it's one of those where I had enough time to do it. I recorded some videos, but just haven't had time to actually put the video together, edit it, and everything like that, because, you know, it was kind of chunked up just from me recording bits and segments and stuff like that. So one of the other things I did do was I did some LED fog lights, the yellow ones. I just like that look more. It just, to me, it looks better with these cars than having just regular halogen lights. So we do have that. I did also, when I had the chance, I replaced the spark plugs earlier this year. Went through, like, just did maintenance stuff like that. Cleaned out the throttle body plate, just cleaned it up a little bit and everything like that. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it for the Lexus. Like I said, I wasn't planning on going too crazy with building this. This spring, I will have a different set of wheels and tires coming for the car, so that'll be changed. And once those come in, I can, you know, kind of mess with the fitment and stuff like that, and then we'll get it like really truly aligned. But other than that, that's pretty much all that's really been done with the cars. I will say the Fortunato suspension that I have, the coilovers are amazing. The first set of coils that I had on it were a little too stiff. The car was really bouncy. So pulled those old coils, put some new coils on, so now it's at 12K in the front and 8K in the rear. Rides perfect. But yeah, I think that's about it for updates. So still gonna record as I go along, just as I do the work. So thanks for sticking around, and see you guys soon.